Hello, and this is Thiru on behalf of Master the Markets, and welcome to Forex Weekly, your weekly market analysis exclusive for Forex Space clients. Okay, now, as usual, as we always do, let's start off with Aussie dollar on the daily chart. As we can see over here on the Aussie dollar, we can see that it's now on a bias towards an upside. So over here, right? Now also that's giving strength for it because we have our algos here at Master the Markets, which actually identifies the swing high and swing lows over here. As you can see, what we are having over here is more easier to see whether this is a higher high compared to this particular high over there. So what we are really having over here is a higher high and a higher low, so that establishes an uptrend. And also the moving averages, the 20 is above the 50 and 100, saying that the recent strength is on the upside as well. So we got an upward bias towards based on two factors: the price action itself and the moving averages as well. Right, now what else? The levels in terms of our algos, which we've overlaid it from all the other time frames, you can see over here 9460 is a swing high, 8921 is a swing low. In terms of the 4 hour, 9302 and 9250. So as you can see over here, if there is any type of first momentum weakness, 9250 to break first, and then if it breaks 8921, there will be a price structural failure. That at that point of time the trend will change into a downtrend. However, in terms of going on the upside, 9302 first to break, and then 9460 is what we'll be looking at on towards the upward momentum. Okay, so that's in terms of Aussie dollar and the levels that you should be looking out for the week ahead. Now let's move on to Euro Yen over here. In terms of Euro Yen, the momentum at the particular moment in terms of the daily time frame, let's analyze this for now, is actually an market compression. So we can see over here there's a lower high over here, then there's a higher low. But in terms of the weekly correlation, weekly is pointing towards the downside. So now first levels that we're really concentrating on is 14098 to break first, and then 14004 then to break second, and then to continuous move on the downside in terms of Euro Yen. However, in the sense that if it does break on the upside, 14198 then to look, and then next level to break is 14347 in terms of Euro Yen. Okay, so that's what we do have in terms of Euro Yen at the moment. Now moving forward, so let's take a look now next at basically Euro Dollar. So let me just take a look at Euro Dollar now in terms of the levels that we are looking at. Now you can see on the weekly is overextended, looking for a reversal, and we're seeing signs of that right now in terms of on the daily. So we can see over here there is a lower high over here, and then it's going further down. So you can see that this high over here is a lower high, and therefore that also relates to a single market compression. Now whenever a single market compression happens, according to our quantified figures over here, the probability to break this particular level over here is 70%. This is what we get in terms of this chart pattern of a single market compression. So we can be looking at that, but before it breaks the level at 13670, first level to really look at to break in terms of a momentum weakness is 13789, and then finally 13670. Okay, so that's what we are having over here. Right, so that's what we do have in terms of Euro Dollar. Now moving on forward in terms of GBPUSD. Again, GBPUSD, we have a very big overextended move in terms of the weekly ever since it broke this swing high over here. So we have a very strong bullish upward move, which we're now looking to possibly reverse and come further down. So let's see now in terms of the daily where we could plan our moves and our levels. You can see over here right now there is a very strong resistance level. You can see the 4 hour, and you can see that the weekly levels are all consolidating at one particular point, and it's having a strong resistance, GBPUSD. So on the short level, 16761 is for it to break first. Then after that, then we are looking at 165.48 then to break, and then the continued momentum of weakness towards the downside in terms of GBP USD. Okay, so that's what we have in terms of GBPUSD. Now let's move on in terms of dollar Swiss. Now dollar Swiss over here, what we are really having over here on the daily chart is actually a downward momentum. So you can see over here, so his downward momentum at the moment, but it's starting to show some signs of a higher low and a single market compression happening with a probability basically towards the upside. Okay, is what we are having. Weekly is also overextended, therefore overextended to the downside, therefore also increasing our probability that it will reverse to the upside. So everything is correlating at the moment. Key levels to look on the upside: first to break is 8861 on the 4-hour swing high according to my algos. Next level to break then is 8960 to break further upward on the upside, is what we do have in terms of the dollar Swiss. Okay, so last but not least, I'm going to go on to dollar yen at the moment. So dollar yen, now let's take a look at dollar yen over here. Now dollar yen on the other hand, in terms of the weekly, I'll just quickly show you that it's really overextended, as it's very, very clear over here. We can see that it really is a very strong bullish move over here, as you can see, starting to consolidate over here, and push for its upward move finally, and now we can start looking for an overextended move in terms of dollar yen and for a reversal move probably. Okay, so let's wait and see if we are getting those kind of signs. In terms of the daily, it is showing signs, by the way. Single market compression is happening, and then consolidation of the market is happening over here on the daily as well. We can see over here in terms of the dollar yen, it is oscillating, actually going up and down. You can see up and then down again. What we can really see over here is a very strong support level between these levels over here. So at 101.30 basically, okay, around this region over here. Now, in terms of a trade perspective, if it does break 101.84, which is the 4-hour swing low first, then we have a sign towards the downside. Next level then to break is 101.30 and further move towards the downside as well. Okay. Now, in terms of the upside, in terms of if it does move on the upside, is 102.72 first and then 104.15. There will be quite a lot of stop orders being stacked up as well in terms of 102.72, 104.15 as well. So there is a tendency that the price could go up as well. So what you can do basically is do some thing called price trapping, as you put two pending orders on the up and down and see where the market then moves. Okay. Alright, so that's from me in terms of the market analysis for the week ahead. Just a very quick announcement in terms of the events that's happening with most of the markets. Right now, we do have an event coming up which is known as Break the Link. Now some of you may have heard about it. We have like basically 5 speakers coming in to talk about how you can break actually this time and money link. So what is the time and money link? It's all about working long hours to earn more. So you can read all of that in our Facebook page over here. That's actually the event page. You can actually go into our Vedanta trading page, which is our Facebook page over here. So let me just show that to you just quickly over here. So if you go and type in facebook.com/Vedanta trading, which is just over here, and then after that, if you just scroll down, and you can see Break the Link over here, and if you can go down to the event section, and then over here, if you can just go in and look at the event Break the Link, you can then see over here all the all-star lineup over here is Nick James, Internet Marketeer, Simon Zucci on property, us on trading, Rishi and Thiru, Warren Cass on business, and Elliot on the mindset to success. All 5 different ways which are critical for you to make money work for you and finally break the time and money link where you no longer work for money but money starts to work for you. So that's how we choose the 5 different speakers in terms of that aspect. Okay. Right, so that you can get the tickets for it. Special offer only until 30th of April. The first silver tickets is for free. The other tickets are heavily discounted. So when you go to the Facebook page or the Eventbrite page to buy your tickets, all you got to enter is your promotional code, which is here on your Facebook page, BTLFB. So just put in that code BTLFB over here, and you just click on apply, and it will basically be free. Let me just show that to you again. So enter promotional code BTLFB, and when you apply it, and then basically the first ticket becomes free, the next one 19, the next one 79. Really high value as well for the next two tickets as well. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it from me in terms of the presentation, in terms of a weekly analysis, and also just updating you guys in terms of the weekly analysis ahead. Okay, so I will see you all next week in terms of the weekly levels, and for you all to plan your trading system, because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Until next time, live life fully with love, service and contribution, and keep trading like a master.